lifestyle changer, and
I'm Frederick Brown, the husband.
And we are
hanging
you are hanging with the Browns. I know I messed that up. Listen, I'm going to give down in the description the person that shared this with me. I was at Hack Your Health. She had these pork loin chips. And you know, we always looking for a healthy snack, so to speak. So I invested in a meat slicer, all right? I invested in this meat slicer. When she did hers, she had a manual, and I opted for this one. I have 3 things, 4 including this. So we have the meat slicer, I have my pork loin, and then I have popcorn salt. Now, I've done this with regular salt. I've done this with regular salt. And so this will be my first time using popcorn salt. And so the thing is that it's just that. It's popcorn salt. That has more to do with the fineness of it. And yes, it was like this when I was back eating popcorn. So I had this little container with the number P on the letter P, which is reminding me of popcorn salt. Let me show you some that I've done prior to. So my husband and I went to the store, right? Now let me show you what he picked out.
And it was good.
This is country ham. This is his country ham. That's it? You want a piece?
Yeah.
This is country ham.
Go ahead, give me a piece.
No, you get the whole thing. This is country ham, already salted, already everything. And some might say, yeah, but it's processed. Okay, this is fast and easy. Then they already have the bottom round sliced, and I dehydrated it as well. None of these have the popcorn salt on it. I believe that the moisture of the meat, the fineness of the salt is going to make that much better. I even went so far, and I had some sliced corned beef. I put that over in there. I put salami, some peppered something else. I don't know. I just did a lot of it, and it's gone, so it must have been good. And now I'm getting ready to do my favorite. Now with this, the first thing that I had to do was freeze the meat. It makes it so much easier to cut. And then it's sitting out. Now, when the meat first arrived from the store that I went to pick up, it wasn't delivered. There was a layer of fat on this side that I trimmed off, right, just to get this, and it's pretty hard. I'm going to put it here. I forgot you over here. I'm going to take this off. I need to move this back. Now, for some people, you might not want electric. You might want manual, right? I'm taking this out. These are things that protect the blade. And for me, on here, there's a dial. I normally have mine at the 5. Whatever that means to y'all, okay? It's at the 5.
So that determines the thickness of the slice?
The thickness of it, yeah. So I'm going to try one and see.
Let me ask you this. What are your options?
0, 5, it's up to 15.
Up to 15?
Yeah, it's up to 15. So I'm going to start with the 5.
Okay.
All right, so we can see. I have to push this button in. This might get loud. Or it might not.
Your hand.
I'm finna show y'all.
Your fingers.
Oh.
You should be on the front side of like that. Yeah, jeez.
Y'all know he getting on me about my fingers. All right, so let's see.
Yeah, people, safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Maybe that's why she had a manual. Yeah. Okay. See how thin that is? This has a little thickness just a little. But overall, these are my sizes, right? That I'm going to end up putting on the tray. It comes with this. I just can't grip it really well, so I will be mindful and careful. And in doing this, I rotate this, all right? I rotate it around. I try to push and keep it pressed up against there. There you go. You can see how
I wonder if that thickness is
thin
what,
it is.
5 millimeters.
Probably. Yeah, I think that is an metric. It's electric too. Now this one kind of thick all the way through, but you'll see time and all of that will come to play. So now that I've given you that, I am getting ready to cut this meat in double time. Now I'm gonna get this up here. And look, and so, see, there you go.
If you're leaving pieces of it uncut, that means you're not going all the way through with the cut.
No, that means that I paid $100 with this, and it's doing the best that it can.
Okay, could mean that too.
Because of my husband, I got a budget. I'm just saying.
You got a checking and a savings?
My checking account and my savings account. All right, so before I keep cutting, let me just show y'all. This dehydrator, right there, and it has 9 racks. And so on these racks is where I'm going to lay out every piece of meat there is. Some, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Some sliced right, some better than others. We'll put it like that because all my stuff is right. That's how I'm feeling. What about y'all? So I'm making sure it's not folded, that it's down. And then what I'm going to do, where I normally I'm going to do the salt in a minute, but I think that possibly I can put, yeah, this is like puzzle pieces, honey, making sure you get them all. And then once you do, if you have some left over, yeah, you see how I'm trying to utilize that space. Turn you. I think I'm going to do that one. Turn you. All right. Trying to make them not touch. One rack done. Let's keep cutting. It is what it is. This is why I leave drawers open. I do not like touching my drawers with the yucky hands. And so all I'm going to do is just, this is, it's like a ligament right there that was not cutting off. but I'm going to dehydrate it just the way that it is. Now I'm going to flip it. Flip it and reverse it. All right. Let me just keep laying it down because it is, you know, it was frozen. So I don't want these pieces just laying and then freezing again on top of each other. And then me having to wait for it to thaw out and all that other great stuff. We're just going to lay these on out. They still. So that one end going to really be crispy. Yeah. So I think I paid $8 for this right here.
For what? The meat?
This one pack, yeah. Why you say it like that? Like something was a surprise, no?
No, I was thinking something else.
Oh, the cutter and all that other stuff?
Yeah.
No. This is like 100, and then this was maybe another 100, but it's in the description. So you can go and take a look at it. But the great part is just figure out, like, you might already have one. And so I'm saying to you to try this. I've done all kind of little meats in the last 48 hours because of, I just went and got meat that was already sliced, processed. So you can go to the deli and they can thinly slice some roast beef. That's what you want. They can thinly slice ham. Like I said, I did corned beef. I actually did a slice of ham. I didn't do a whole bunch, but I did a slice just to see how it would turn out. That if I did not have time to do this with the cutting, that I would do it with, no, there's more back here. Let me bring it on this side. So y'all, I'm just gonna lay it over here so y'all can kind of see. I will tell you that my fingertips is cold. I can tell. Now see how thin that is? That is going to like disappear in your mouth when you pop that one in. I bought a pork loin from Walmart, and it was probably this big and round. They had 2 of them together. I felt tricked. Yeah, I didn't like that one. The further down I go, I will use the guard because I'm not trying to cut myself. This popcorn salt is going to make all the difference from the other batches that I've done. I really do, because it is so in a fine grain, and you're going to do all of the meat. This time when I went, we got a store that carries a lot of different meats. Look at him grabbing more. A lot of different cuts of meat. They have a lot of organ meat. They have a lot of, like I said, you can get the pork belly with the fat still attached. Costco, when I go to them, they have it no skin. And, you know, sometimes you want the snap, crackle, pop of the skin. All right, how many trays I got left? I got 4 trays left. Plenty of trays for this. Now, just so you know, this is all of the meat that's back there. This is how much I've cut so far, and then this is what I have left. All right, so let's lay this on out. In doing that, and then we have the salt. Pop that joker in, plug it up. And then, and because we're doing it at this hour, it's about 10 after 4 in the afternoon. So it's gonna go all night long. And part of my morning, but I will check it when I get up. And a lot of this will be done because some are just a little crispier than others. I know my hands is cold. Whew. All right, now let me go with this. On it, in order for me to turn this machine on, in order for me to turn the machine on, I have to push the knob, push the little latch in, and then hit the power button. So like hitting the power button, nothing will happen. So that is a little safety feature. Take all of this off, drop it on down in the water. And now this is just a matter of me finishing up with these, adding the salt and starting the machine. This is how much I cut. I got 3 trays left. So look, we doing well. It's going great. Now this one feels thick. Yeah, I think I had pressed and my little thing had moved to almost 6, which is making these feel a little thicker, which means they just have to dry out a little longer.
So make them more chewy too.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Sit you there. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you something else that I've done. I've gotten Eckrich, any hamburger that's in the tube, ground beef. I do the 75-25. And then on the breakfast sausage, I normally do the spicy. It's already in a tube. I freeze it, cut back the plastic, and run it across, and it makes perfect circles for your beef jerky. And that's another one that you can do. I think, once again, I feel that the, let me try this one and come back to this one. I think that the popcorn salt is what's gonna make the difference, because I didn't, when I was doing the, when I was doing the, I might have to put a cup, oh yeah, I can put these on there. Let's slide them on there. The salt, it just didn't do what it needed to do for me. And I believe it is because it was regular real salt versus the popcorn salt, which is a fine powder. And I think that's going to make all the difference in the world.
You're going to make it adhere better.
Adhere. There you go. That's the word that was secretly in the back of my head. But that's Mr. Brown is
right
the man. All right, so here we are. We got them on, and I'm getting ready to show you. So
unplug that thing, please.
Oh, let me unplug it. And then take these off, because anything I start touching, it has, of course, suction on it to help it adhere to your counter. Which, there we go. I just need to slide it a little bit out of my way. Because now we got our salt. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Just like that.
That's a lot.
You think?
Yeah.
You think? It can't be worse than that, what you done already had in your, that salt pork. He's saying it's a lot. I don't think so. I'm trying to get on all the spaces of it. Just like that. I'm gonna show y'all the final over here. We just slide them trays in. That's a thick tray. For some reason I put, okay, so here's another tip. When I am doing this, right now I just got all pork. So it's like no big deal. No salt. And what I try to do, I put my beef up top and then whatever else, and if it's a little fat left on it, I put that towards the bottom as well. So it doesn't wet the piece of meat that's under it so much, because this is a drying out process. And what we don't want, like this one, these are nicely done, and these will be ready in the morning, and I'm gonna put this at the bottom, and that way I'll know that bottom rack. A lot of these other ones are gonna go the full course because of the thickness. I have 3 more trays to put in, and then once I do that, we will come back in the morning, so you can see the final. These are thick. This one right here is actually gonna go on the top. I'm missing, oh, there it is. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm missing a tray. Yeah. And right there. And then I have this one. Hey, honey, do you, I don't know, can you see over there to the stove? You can? Okay. So here we are. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 racks. I'm gonna close it up. And I'm gonna put this on 160 for the temperature. And for the meat, I am going to do 15 hours. But in the morning, I'm gonna pull off the really thin pieces and then let the rest of it continue to cook. Now, you got what I'm saying?
Camera went to sleep.
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's all right. I wasn't fancy enough. But that's what I'm going to do. So we've utilized the popcorn salt. It is in there. I'm not gonna turn it on now because of the sound that it'll make. And I normally sit it up here so it gets plenty of ventilation. If you got something good being cooked, all of that. Now I'm gonna clean up and I will see you guys in the morning. So good night. This is the final. Oh, I know. So let me see. He back there grabbing him some as well. Look. But I want you to see, next batch is ready to go. And some are crispier than others. But every last one of them is delicious.